A photography enthusiast took over a decade of shooting experience and a stack of camera manuals and turned it all into an AI agent. But having an agent isn't enough. No DevOps skills, no server, and that revenue stays out of reach. So what do? Use EdgeOne Makers' no infrastructure to worry about zero ops. One-click global deployment. Your agent goes live and starts making money instantly. This is a photographer agent demo that has already been developed locally. It has two main knowledge sources. First, personal vertical expertise in photography, covering landscape composition, camera settings under different lighting, specific values for editing styles, and more. Second, official manuals and user guides for different camera models. On top of these two knowledge sources, I built 8 tools. After the agent receives and understands a question, it decides which tools to call and in what order. Then it organizes the results into executable suggestions and includes citations when needed. For example, after a user selects a camera model, they may ask, I want to shoot portraits. How do I turn on face tracking? The agent first retrieves relevant manual content about autofocus, recognition, and shooting modes. Then it rewrites the complex manual language into steps that are easier for the user to follow. That is the agent's business logic. Understand the user's question, decide which knowledge to use, retrieve and combine manual content, and finally translate the result into steps the user can directly execute, with supporting evidence when needed. But as long as it stays local, it is not a real service that can be validated. Users cannot access it, potential customers cannot give feedback, and the market will not pay for a local demo. So next, we'll host it on Makers Agent and give it online access. One major advantage of Makers Agent is no lock-in. No matter which framework, language, or model integration you use during development, you only need a very small code change before launch. Then you can deploy quickly without having to worry too much about technical choices in the early stage. You can package and upload the agent code directly, or you can host it in a code repository, like I'm doing here. That way, every time you push a new version to the main branch, deployment is triggered automatically. Here, you can create a template, download the template code and modify it, or make slight adjustments and override it with your own code. A few simple settings are enough to complete the setup. After deployment, we can get a temporary preview link by binding a custom domain. This project becomes ready for external access and testing. From this point on, we can gradually collect real user feedback and keep iterating. You can send the link to friends in the photography community and ask them to test it with their own questions. You can also share it through your content account and invite beginner users to try it. Let's run it live. Here, you can see several sample camera models that were already connected during development. Now, let's test a few typical questions. First, let's look at the most basic content retrieval capability. I'll enter. I'm using an A7 V3 camera. How do I set the shutter speed to 1/100 The agent will retrieve the corresponding manual for that camera model, then organize the answer and the original source reference for me. Now let's look at tool calling. This time, I'll enter. What kind of portrait photos should I shoot at Gulang Island, Xiamen at 10 a.m.? Today, based on the weather, on the surface, this is one sentence. But the agent needs to break it into 4 layers. First, what is the weather in Xiamen at 10 a.m. today? Second, does Gulang Yu have any special environment or composition considerations? Third, what settings are suitable for portraits in this weather? Fourth, where exactly do I adjust those settings in the camera menu? The agent calls the corresponding tools in sequence, connects the results from each layer, and finally gives me a complete answer. Then I ask one follow-up. What about tomorrow? I don't repeat Xiamen, 10 a.m. or portraits, but the agent still understands that I'm asking whether tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. In Gulang Island, Xiamen is suitable for portrait photography. This is its contextual understanding in action. Within the same session, the agent naturally carries the previous conversation forward. It remembers what the user asked and where the conversation is. That means users can ask shorter and more casual questions, and the overall product experience becomes much more natural. After we collect user feedback, we can further tune and iterate based on what users actually care about. The Observability panel in Makers is built directly into the console. Go into the Agent project, switch to the Agent tab, and you'll see 2 subpages, Metrics and Traces. Metrics gives you an aggregated overview across time windows. How many times the agent was called, how many model calls were made, the model error rate, average response time, total token usage, and average token usage per call. This layer is useful after the product goes online. It answers 3 basic questions. Is it healthy? Is it expensive? Is it stable? Traces gives you an exact reconstruction of a single request. Each task corresponds to a trace tree, starting from the root request and branching into spans automatically instrumented by the framework. When you expand an LLM span, you can see the prompt sent to the model, the completion it returned, which model was used, how many tokens it consumed, and how long it took. When you expand the tool span, you can see the tool input, output, and latency. This is especially important for the camera manual agent, because we can directly check something like, when the user asks about tomorrow's weather, did the agent actually call the real-time weather tool, or did it make something up? If a span reports an error, the console directly shows the exception type and stack trace. You don't need to dig through logs. Filtering by run ID and conversation ID is also supported, so you can quickly locate a specific conversation or execution. These data points help us decide how the product should evolve next. Here's the brand new capability of EdgeOne Makers. Interested developers can click the pinned link in the comments to claim limited time perks for the newly launched Makers Agent. Subscribe to the Tencent Cloud channel for ongoing first look previews of our latest Tencent Cloud products.